Dear Venomfangx, what are your intentions?
Let me run this by you, Mr. Atheist. I'm going to force you to love me. I think that is an honest thing to say.
Well, I like the idea that you're using your imagination, Venom.
You're not thinking outside your little bubble. God created us as beings with free sin. Now you say, well, that's a lovely story, so I want to just introduce a concept to you. Mankind was created with God. We've been talking about that. We had a relationship with him. However, that relationship was severed. When we look at the Bible, there is no such thing as a transitional fossil between any of the major kinds of animals, and I stand firmly on that.
You do not even have a rudimentary grasp of scientific principles or the scientific method. It would appear that an informed scientific debate would simply not be possible until you see fit to get an education on the subject.
This is why the Bible says we must engage in a relationship.
I fail to see the point. People have been doing that sort of thing for thousands of years. I spend my life furthering the knowledge of mankind, a pursuit with a track record of success, as it has delivered us the first world civilization in which we live today. Theology is a track record of non-achievement for several thousand years.
By believing what the Bible says, we believe on him who gave us the Bible, which is God, and therefore we know God, which is not a scientific endeavor, rather it is absolutely useless information. Who are you to claim to know if God exists or not? You're just a little human on a little planet. Well, you're not Thunderfoot, so I feel that I have the right to say I know there's no God.
It's a shame that you poured so much intellectual pollution into the media prior to figuring this out.
God became a man who we called a liar, and you're not willing to listen to him or do things his way. What possible purpose could he have for you? Why shouldn't he judge you for, well, ruining the entire planet?
Venomfangx, there's just turned out to be some dribbling creationist vegetable wasting everybody's time. Someone has to explain to you that you're being an antisocial jerk. There is no problem in having your head in the clouds, as long as your feet are on the ground. Maybe you would be better served getting an education rather than making yourself a poster boy for creationist stupidity. The conclusion is inevitably that you are suffering from delusions of grandeur. Anyway, I'm done with this for the meantime, Venom. I have real-world things to be getting on with. But if you consider this little interchange a debate, who do you think won? What metric would you use?